Hello, I'm Jeff Baker at Tuscaloosa Toyota, and today I'm going to tell you about the 2012 Toyota Prius. I'm going to start under the hood and show you some things that makes this car so special, and that's the hybrid synergy drive. One thing I like to tell people about the hybrid cars and the Prius is that it's not anything weird or science project kind of thing. This is a real car. You can drive this car and it is just like driving a normal everyday car. It's not a lot of shifting back and forth and feeling the power. That's what the inverter converter does. It takes the power from the engine and the power from the electric motor and batteries and seamlessly puts them together to have a smooth ride. You have the power when you need it, and you have the economy when you're going around. That's why in town, the gas mileage is the best. You get over 50 miles per gallon in town, and actually a total of 50 miles per gallon combined on this car. One of the ways that we maximize the power and the efficiency of this engine is it is a beltless engine. The air conditioner, the power steering, even the water pump do not have belts anymore. It's a beltless system because you don't have the drain of all of those components dragging it down, and it's a smoother, and you don't have the wear and tear of all those moving parts. It's a lot more longer lasting engine there as well. As we move around to this side of the Prius, I wanted to show you a few things. First off, the aerodynamics is the first thing you notice. This car looks completely different than most cars, and the reason is the way that they've designed it for the aerodynamics. You can see the roof line, the way it's done. Everything about this car is done for aerodynamics. The drag coefficient on this car is 0.25. The lower, the better. This car at 0.25, just to put it in comparison, if you remember the Toyota Supra years ago, our fastest, sleekest car we ever made, it was 0.31. The lower the better, this is 0.25. Off the chart on how sleek it is, cuts through the air better. What that low coefficient of drag does is it reduces wind noise. It increases the stability on the road. You don't get blown around while you're driving. But the best and most of all is the gas mileage. I talked about the alloy wheels. Also, underneath there, the alloys gives it just a better look. They've changed them to black underneath there. Makes it a little sportier looking. But also, if you'll notice, this car here has four-wheel disc brakes. You normally only find four-wheel disc brakes on some of our sports cars, but that way it makes it stop a lot better. Just the driving is a lot more fun. Also on these Prius, a lot of people think it's a small car, but actually it's not. The interior room, I'm going to show you more on the interior in a little bit, is really, really incredibly big. It is actually rated by the EPA as a mid-size vehicle. Not a compact, not a subcompact, but a mid-size vehicle. The front seat has the same amount of room, leg room, as a Camry. Moving along to the back, I wanted to show you, this is a hatchback, and it also has 39 cubic feet of space back here. But the great thing about a hatchback is the versatility. You can use it like this, like a trunk. It has the cover, so you can hide your things when the door's closed. But also, you can fold the seats down completely and have all of this space. You can put much larger things than you could ever fit into just a regular car. I also wanted to touch on one huge misconception people have, and that's right here. It's a gas cap, not a plug. It's a gas cap. This car does not have to be plugged in whatsoever, ever. This car is completely self-contained. The brakes charge the batteries. The engine charges the batteries. Just coasting charges the batteries. You never have to plug it into your house. You don't have to go out and have your house rewired for some special kind of cord. You don't have to worry about being limited to 70 miles like on some of our competitors. This thing will just go and go and go. You'll never run out of battery. You'll run out of gas before you run out of the battery because the gas engine will continue to kick in and continue to charge the battery up. Also standard on the 2012 Prius is the smart key entry system. What that does is, as long as you have the key in your pocket or in your purse or whatever, as long as it's on you, you walk up to the car, it's locked. You just touch the door handle and it unlocks for you. On the 2012 Prius, we've got the Star Safety System. Now what that Star Safety System does is it's a passive safety system where you don't really have to do anything to make it work. It works for you. It helps you stop the best way. It keeps the traction the best, keeps you from going into a skid. Excellent, excellent thing. Toyota is the leader in this kind of safety technology. We even have knee airbags. Airbags underneath the dashboard that comes out to protect your legs in a crash. We've got the side curtain airbags. We have airbags all over the place. All right, inside the Prius, you see how it looks like just everything at your fingertips. It kind of wraps around you and you're sitting right here. All of your Bluetooth hands-free phone system is right here. Also right here, something unique to this Prius is the drive modes. You have the EV mode. What that does is it actually makes it where it is strictly in electric mode for little short drives, mainly for parking lots, parking decks, heavy bumper-to-bumper traffic where you're going to be there for a while. It will actually keep it from kicking the gas engine in. The eco mode, what that does is it kind of reduces the throttle opening, makes it where you'll get the best, most efficient gas mileage. Kind of for all the hypermilers who are trying to get the absolute best mileage, they run it in eco mode quite a bit. Right here is the power mode. When you press it, it actually opens the throttle up more, gives you more gas, more response, but of course it does burn just a little bit more gas doing that way. It has all the system indicator up there which shows you how much power or gas that you're using. You can also touch the touch tracers and you just kind of touch them and it lights up to show you what you're about to use. Keeps you from having to take your eyes as far off the road. You can just kind of look up there and see. And you hit display, shows you different things like every 5 minutes what kind of consumption or what kind of gas mileage you're getting every 5 minutes. It's kind of neat. It's almost within the first 2 years you're breaking even and saving more money on gas, especially the higher the gas goes, the more that savings gives you. But also, a lot of people say, well, I don't know how long it's been out, or I want to wait till it's been out longer. You know, this thing has been out for over 15 years. This thing's been out for more than 7 years longer than Facebook. So everybody uses that every day. This Prius, it's a perfect car for everyday driving. It's a perfect car for any type of driving. And it's a perfect car for any kind of driver. So remember, the question is not if you're ever going to own a hybrid. The question is, when are you going to own your first hybrid? You know, there's over 3 million on the road today, and most of them are the Toyota Prius. I'm Jeff Baker, Tuscaloosa Toyota. Thank you very much.